name is Yoran, pictures of this country, English Pottery today. This Curious George. And one more time, sorry. Magic Treehouse, Pirates Past Noon. We stated for Chapter 4 and the end of Chapter 5. And are you ready to read? Here we go. Magic Treehouse, Pirates Past Noon. Chapter 4 by Rudy. Jack started to run across the hot sand. He ran as fast as he could, but the pirates ran faster. Before Jack knew it, the biggest pirate, he grappled him. Jack struggled, but Pirate had huge, strong arms. He held to Jack a laugh, a mean, ugly laugh. He had struggled back behind a patch covered one eye. Jack heard Annie yelling. He saw her coming down the rope ladder. Stay where you are, Jack shouted. But Annie kept coming. Let him among you, Valley, she said. Another pirate laughed midly. They're dirty and the rebels. Annie turned up with the biggest pirate. Let him go, she said. She hated pirates at the first and kicked him. But Pirate just growled. Then he grappled her too, and there was giant hands. And he held Jack and Annie if there were two kittens. No escape, Captain Bones, he roared. His breath was terrible. Let go, Annie shouted to his face. But Captain Bones just smiled. His teeth were black. Annie fell silent. Captain Bones laughed loudly. Then he turned to another two. Find out what their house, you dog, he said. Aye, aye, Captain, they answered, and they stood at the ladder of the treehouse. There will you spy, Pinky, shouted Captain Bones. Books, Captain, Pinky shouted down. Ah, books, growled Annie Goes. And their dogs are nicer than you, said Annie. Shh, said Jack. What about you, Pinky? Captain Bones rolled. Just books, Captain. Just Pinky. Ah, books, said Captain Bones. His speed on the sense again. I hate books. Keep looking, dogs. Find me something good, Captain Bones. Jack and the backpack. What is in here? He said. Nothing, Jack quickly opened the pack. Just paper and a pencil, a book. Another book, rolled Captain Bones. That's head up by your booty. A great shirt is pinned to his ear. Captain Bones rose. What is that? He shouted. Look, Captain, look. Pinky leaned out of the treehouse window. He held a midi and grinned at the sunlight. Already, he sighed at Jack. Throw it down, cried Captain Bones. It's not yours, shouted Annie. Captain Bones dropped Jack and Annie. He climbed up the million as well. Gold, 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 he cried. The Captain Bones drew back into the hay and laughed horribly. He grabbed two photos and shot them into the air. Pinky and Stinky hurled their whoops. Chapter 5, The Cat Treasure. And tomorrow we're starting Chapter 5 and the end Chapter 6. And one more time, sorry. Curious George. This is George. He lived in Africa, and there was good little monkey as always, very curious. One day, George saw a man. He held a large yellow straw hat, and the man saw George too. What a nice little monkey, he sighed. I like to him alone at home with me. He put his head on the ground, and of course, George was curious. He came up to the tree, looked at a large yellow hat. Oh, George is a very cute monkey. And the hat bigger a man was age. George thought it would be nice to have one hat. He picked it up and put it on. Oh, George, think about it. It looks like a banana. He covered George's head. He wouldn't see. The man picked it up quickly and popped it into the bag. George was quiet. The man will be a big yellow hat put George into a little boat. The sailor rolled them into the boat across the water to a big ship. George was sad, but still a little curious. On the big ship, things began to happen. The man took off the bed. George sat a little, still looked the man sad. George, I'm going to take you into the big zoo, into the big city. You will like it there. Now run along and play. But don't get into no trouble. George promised be good. But easy for little monkeys to forget. On the desk were some seagulls, wondering what they had to fly. He was very curious, but then he had to try. Oh no, George had to fly what looks like a bird. But George has no wings. It looks easy, but... Oh, what happened first this and this? First, George had a little bit fly, but now she's gonna be inside a sea. Where is George? The sailors looked, and there they saw him struggling into the water. It's almost all dried out. Man aboard! The sailors cried to Natty into the leopard, and George can't hold on. At last was saved into the board. Oh, the George mouth inside had lots of fish in it. After that, George was more careful to be a good monkey, until at last the long trip was over. George said goodbye to a kind soldiers, and there was a man with a yellow hat. Will be shipped into the city of the manhouse. After a good meal and a good pipe, and George is very tired. Oh, George had very big pajamas. He curled into the bed and fell asleep at once. After the morning, the man telephoned at the zoo, and George watched him. He spectacled, and there was fantastic gold. And the man went away. The George curious and telephoned too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What fun! Oh, the George had telephone with who? Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, they're inside of a firefighter. George had telephoned the fire station. The firemen rushed into the telephone. Hello, hello, they said. But it was no answer. They looked at the symbol of the big map and showed there was telephone caller from. And they didn't know what is George. And they thought it was a real fire. Oh, I know. The animal don't know all ladder. So she don't ladder from a firefighter. Hurry, hurry! The fireman jumped into the fire engines and go hook into the ladders. Ding dong, everyone get out of the way! Hurry, hurry! Oh no, firefighter. Oh, I mean George, you very silly. And the fireman rushed into the house and opened the door. No fire, only a naughty little monkey. Oh, catch him, they cried. George tried to run away, and he is almost dead, but he caught a telephone wire and... Oh no, George! A stem fireman caught one arm, and a fat fireman quite on another. You can have both a determined, they said. We have to shove you up where you can do it in more than way, and took him away. It just as a person. Oh, now George living this. George wanted to get out. He climbed into the window and tried to burrow. And watchman came in, and the words back catch into the George. but it was too big and heavy, so it tipped up. The watchman fell over quick as a lightning, and George ran out into the open door. Oh, nice catch, George. He hurried off the building and out of the roof, and then he was going to be lucky and a monkey, and then walked out into the telephone wires. And quickly and quickly over the prince's house, George walked away. He was free. Oh, George got free. And down into the wall of balloon arrived the brother, and that was called our must be half a bright red balloon. He reached over and tied up the house and said, but, oh, what has happened? Instead of one balloon, the whole bunch of broke balloons, and instead of the wind, most of them all the way and is coming to George, and holding tight with both hands. Oh no, George can fly! Oh wait, George can fly, looks like a bird, but George had no wings, but the balloon had wings. Up we slide, higher and higher. The houses looked like a toy houses, and the people like dolls. And he held them in very tight. And the wind blew a great breezes, and George was very tired until there was a traffic light. Everyone was surprised. Traffic got it mixed up. George didn't know what to do, and that was all occurring something wrong. George, he looked down and saw a friend. A man will be a big yellow hat. Oh, George can see a friend. George was very happy. The man was happy too. George slid into the post of the man as a yellow hat and put him under his arm. And a pet balloon man flew along the balloons. And the George and the man climbed into the car, and at last away they went. At the zoo! What a nice place to George in life! Oh, George at the big city in the big zoo! Oh, what a nice George you have! Oh, and lots of balloons and lots of animals in there. And you have fun. You're so much going to call me read about a book and yours goodbye and today goodbye to Curious George goodbye and Tin Man and some kind of the Dying Man goodbye to and some Curious Monkey goodbye to and some Yellow Hat goodbye to. And George had lots of friends goodbye to, and a big city and a big zoo goodbye to, and Magic Treehouse goodbye, and Pirates Fascinating goodbye to, and Jack and Annie, and some Pirates and Parakeet, and some boats goodbye to, and today too, book and two story goodbye to, and yours very, very, very goodbye, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye friends, have a nice day.